Hey there, everybody. How's everybody doing? We've got an exciting episode for you tonight on Crypto Nightly, and we're excited to talk about some of the stuff going on in the news. And Cardano to 80 cents. Like, how soon are we going to get that? We're going to dive into it. So let's get started. What's up, Desert? How we doing, man?
What up? What up? It's Monday. Short week, though. That's nice. How about you?
Good. I'm playing with the music. I want to change some things. Good. Things are good. This storm's coming. I don't know when it's coming. It's gonna be pretty exciting. My landlord came by. He was like, yeah, like, I wish that, I thought about staying around here just in case anything goes down, but like, I'm going to be at home in my comfortable, safe house. And you guys, if it gets really bad, just make sure the doors are closed. Don't come outside in the eye of the storm. If you really have to get in the bathroom, take your mattress. And it's like, yeah. Thanks.
Take your mattress? Why do you take your mattress?
Oh no, dude, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. You can save your whole life. If there's like a hurricane or a tornado. What's up, Bung Solo? And what's up, Jaleesa? But no, yeah, if there's a hurricane or something like that, you're supposed to like get under your mattress if you don't have like a bathtub. If you have a bathtub, you like get in the bathtub, maybe put something over top of you, like your mattress. But if you don't have any of those things, you make the mattress like a triangle,
right?
And then you get under it, because then if everything falls on top of you, then like you're still not gonna get like crushed to death. You know what I mean? You might like
unless you're on the bottom floor of like a 4-story apartment.
Yeah, no. Everything here on the Cayman Islands, well, not everything, but where the normies live, where the simple peasants live. It's all one floor. It's one floor, baby. And when the water rises, it depends on where you're at. So I'm in I'm like in the lowest caliber possible place that you could be that doesn't have any water. So like my wife, some of her coworkers and stuff, it rained a little while back and they sent videos. There's like 2 feet of water inside of there, like that they have to walk through the hallway of their apartment from their room that has like a foot of water in it, right, to get out of the apartment. Yeah. And like there's a lot of the island that is like that. However, where I'm at, even though our water that comes out the faucet is salt water, and even though you might like walk past it on the outside and be like, oh, I don't know if I want to go in there, this is actually like one of the nicest spots, and I couldn't ask for anything better here. For the price.
Did you just say that salt water comes out of your faucet?
Yeah, I did.
So you shower in salt water?
So it's like it's well water, but it's like salty.
Oh,
like it's well water, but it's like salty. Like
right.
Like my wife hates washing her hair with it, so she like
I bet
buys clean water to do it. It's like, but it's just a whole thing. I didn't notice. I didn't even know for like the beginning of the time I was here until one day. I decided to, instead of brushing my teeth and then rinse my mouth with water, I rinsed my mouth first. And then I was like, wait, what? It took me like a month and a half. And then I was like, oh, no, I get it. This is what she's been talking about the whole time. I just thought it was the kind of thing where we just don't cook with that water, But
right.
Not, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Dude, I'll tell you, like, it's funny. I feel like I can't even explain. Like, I feel like the journey that I'm going on in my life right now is kind of like a journey of character building. So, like when like silly stuff happens in a movie and then it's like that's where like the arc begins and then they like are back up at the top. I feel like mine went backwards, but it's like that meme where it's like you start here and then there's the middle part and then you still end up over here like in the same place.
Right.
So like I mean like yeah, I feel like I did all the stuff. I got to the place I wanted to, and then like I kind of like started over, and then like now I'm doing it again, and I'm gonna end up in the same place, right? But it's just this is the middle part. This is the purgatory.
Oh no,
is that
I know
bridge.
all about getting to the peak, and then having to start all over.
Yeah,
but that was for different reasons.
Yeah. But how are you doing? How's everything else?
It's good. Mint numbers are up. I like seeing that. I like seeing the mint numbers go up. I know you've been putting in a lot of hours on Spaces, getting the word out.
Yeah, I've been shaking this tail out there all over the crypto space. Now, let me tell everybody that missed it, right? Just in case. Oh, there we go. Jeff Dukes, he just tweeted his win. I told him, I was like I've been telling everybody. I'm like, if you could bull post for us, we appreciate. We appreciate it. You know?
Yes.
But
100%.
And then he minted yesterday. No, we appreciate that so much. There was literally, I think, like 60, 70 new mints, or like 60, somewhere around there.
Quite a lot. Yeah. We're almost at that 1,000 mark where we're giving away the Snecky. I just reposted it a little bit ago.
Yeah. So I put it up in the Sneckathon space, I believe. So here are the quick hits, just in case Carbon Guy's here, because I said this on Space the other day, and he said it wasn't working on his tablet. So I am running down the whole thing that everybody here needs to understand that we're doing. So JPEG Empire, right, and this project and our team have 3 things that are really huge that are going on. So the first thing is the Token Empire platform, which we have showed some of it. There's some videos out there. We're going to go over it. Again, Jeff Duke says, just send me the sneckies. Thanks. You know? But so we're going to go over the platform. There have been some updates, so we're going to share that with everybody. But basically, the platform, you all voted, and it got named Token Empire. That was what Jeff Dukes, I believe he got his award for.
Yeah,
but
he was the winner.
So Token Empire is going to be a platform that allows you to create customizable dashboards that basically set different custom alerts for what you care about knowing about in the market. So if you're following a couple of NFT projects and you want to know, you say, hey, the price is a little high, but if it goes down 58, I want to know. Right? You can set all those notifications. It'll send you a text message, an email, or just the push notifications, however it is that you choose that you want it to notify you. And that would be special dashboards for NFTs and crypto native tokens, or Cardano native tokens. We plan on, in the future, adding some other chains. But right now, this is how the platform's going to start. So the second huge thing, the huge development, the kind of official announcement that we've announced officially, unofficially a couple times now, is that you all will have access to a very advanced trading bot, right? If you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen me retweet something with one of the projects that we are actually going to be working with. And so we're going to have an advanced trading bot that is simple and easy for everybody to use, right? And this is basically going to be a set it and forget it type of bot where you're going to create a Kraken account. The bot is going to interact with the Kraken account. It doesn't allow anybody to access your funds. Only you can access your funds. But through Token Empire, you will be able to set your risk tolerance as well as different parameters you want the bot to run through whenever it's making these trades. It's going to be simple, so you don't have to know any code. You don't have to be a trading genius. And it averages you a 0.5% 0.5% return daily, and that is compounding. So on the span of a year, your average returns are about 5x of your initial investment. And the thing that is super special and cool about that is that it's like a high interest savings account. So we're in crypto, and a lot of us invest
That's
a lot
more than a high interest savings account.
Well, definitely more than a high interest savings account. But I'm saying that this is your conservative bag, right? So with what you're trading with, what you're investing in, you can expect you know, hopefully, if crypto continues on the regular cycles, like pretty good growth with your personal investments. But then with this is kind of like your dry powder, your safety net. This is like your safe spot in your portfolio, your risk averse part of your portfolio. You can put it here. Okay, the other thing we have going on is Chinbot Bridge. Chinbot Bridge is completely separate from JPEG Empire. However, it is a company that we're working on as a team. And basically, we're going to be creating the bridge to and from Midnight, right? And we have plans of going cross-chain as well. And so one of the exciting things about Midnight is that they're going to be airdrops, and there's a lot of speculation of how big the airdrop might be and who would all qualify for the airdrop. But with Chinbot being the bridge to and from, that would very likely be one of the things, and I'm only going to say very likely, be one of the most obvious qualifiers for getting an airdrop in Midnight, right? Would be using a bridge and bridging to Midnight. Another thing that would be possible through Chinbot Bridge would be providing liquidity on the Cardano side or the Midnight side. And so this is one of the special features of owning a boss, because a boss will allow you earlier access to the testnet phases in Chinbot before other people, right? And so that's just a benefit. You are going to be able to interact with Midnight before everybody else, right? You also have this trading bot. You also will have Token Empire as an application that, with the feedback of everybody in the community, we will continually make better. When we hit that 1,500 mark in our mint, then we can roll out everything. Everything beyond that, we're going to be able to add and increase the value and the quality of everything that we roll out, basically. But Chinbot Bridge is separate, so none of the JPEG Empire funds are going to Chinbot, right? And I mean, these are some huge things we got going on. Tools for you, and then you also get to be early to Midnight, one of the most highly anticipated things in Cardano. So
most definitely one of the most highly anticipated things. We've been waiting for it. People want anonymity. People want, to be able to do stuff. We've even had talks about, imagine if you could buy and sell NFTs and people not be able to snoop your wallet.
Yeah, no sell shaming then,
Yeah, no sell shaming.
And the market can actually take off a little bit better because you don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to see any of that. That's one of the things that Eddie was saying actually about that, like, privacy for like meme coins, not being able to associate who did what to what might actually be way more bullish for some of those markets, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? If you're seeing people dump or this and that, and then it's like you see somebody dump, you're like, oh no, so and so's dumping, and then they're like, well, I'm dumping then if he's dumping, and then I'm dumping if that guy's dumping, and we just seen it with Nike.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
yeah, Rigid also just sold out. I'm gonna have to get myself one on the secondary. I know. But see, people, maybe we're shifting over to the NFT side. Maybe utilities are picking up now. Maybe people aren't as infatuated with the meme coins. But who knows? We're gonna be here no matter what.
We are. We're here. We are building, and we are doing it for the community. You know what I mean? Because we're on here 5 nights a week, and we don't make a dime off this. All we make is a headache for ourselves sometimes.
Though if you want to pay, we'll take it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you want to pay us, we'll take it. We are accepting sponsors. We will shill your product to the moon and back.
But what we will do, right, that doesn't cost you anything, is you can like, subscribe, share, and repost this stream. So that way, if everybody shares and likes this stream and gets it out to at least one other person and they join us, We'll have twice as many people in here. It's math.
Yep. Man, I don't know why I'm so tired today. I'm just yawning and yawning and yawning. Been some crazy. Now you're yawning.
You yawning, getting me yawning, and now we're yawning. Jeez.
It hasn't even been a long day, really. I mean, it's just been, the weather's been crazy, but not like what you're getting about to go through. But
yeah. My landlord said, "Don't go outside in the eye of the storm." And then my wife. Okay, so look, not saying anything bad about my wife, right? But like English is sometimes a little challenging for her, and she's like, "Oh yeah." And then he leaves, and then she's like, "What the hell did he just say?" and then so like the thing is, like, because she's learning English, sometimes I'll try to like say the same thing again in English just a little bit slower, and then she says I'm like mocking her, but I'm not trying to mock her, right?
Oh, so you're
trying to,
so
like,
you're
say it
saying
in English.
So you're telling me when I'm on the job site, as long as I speak slower, they'll understand what I'm saying?
Sometimes, dude,
No.
because there's a lot of similarities between
most of the time they just go, yeah. Like they don't understand what I'm saying. When they know damn well what I'm saying, they just don't give a ish what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they're just like, make the white boy go away. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, but we can't go out in the eye of the storm. When it gets calm, the sun comes out after it's been pitch black outside. We can't go outside. That's how you get caught up.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
you know, then you're out there, and then all of a sudden, ooh, you're going,
oh, what's going on out here?
Yeah. It's so calm. It's such a nice day. I'm gonna lay out, get some raids.
Picnic.
Yeah,
right.
You know. But yeah. So we got some stuff going on in the market. Another thing I want to talk about, and let me see if I can actually show this here real quick, since I'm on this other computer that's so much better. There's a book that I actually got sent, and I want you guys to follow this account because we're going to try to have him on here. And either way, it's exciting. So Del Breezy, okay? Follow at Del Breezy. Let me see. Is it up there? Yeah, it is up there. Okay. So this is an author, and he went paycheck to paycheck to financially independent in one crypto cycle, and he writes about it in his book. And so his book is Fishing for Investments. And I had a conversation with this guy, and he'll be coming on to talk to us about it. And he actually sent me a copy of his book. And so I will be checking that out. But if anybody wants to get a head start, you can buy the ebook for $5 from Fishing for Investments. And so that is, something I'm excited about. I'm going to get into it, and hopefully next week we have him on. There we go.
Sounds good. Do we have anybody lined up for this week?
It's a good question. We should.
We might have somebody lined up on Friday, right?
Yeah, we should have Johnny Tran in Ultimate, but I'm going to triple check.
Oh, is that this Friday?
They couldn't come last Friday, so I'm assuming this Friday. Or who else were you thinking this Friday?
I was thinking Angel Coin.
Oh, yeah, I want them on too.
Yeah.
I'm going to reach out to everybody. I'm going to make sure, triple check, because, yeah, we've been meaning to get them on. And then also I want the Machinists on. I feel like I haven't seen him in decades. I don't know what's going on.
It's got to be CMDR, DeFi FOMO, and Machinist, bro.
Yeah, that's fun.
That was a killer show last time. I had such a great time, and they all have such insightful looks at the way they see the market and what's going on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And they've been around for a while, so it's not new to them. Yeah.
Well, let's get into Market Watch. It is a green July. Is it a green July?
Ooh, let's find out. Tell us. I can't wait for you to do some TA on this ADA. If it gets to 80 cents,
I have the ADA chart pulled up. It is.
I need to know what day it's hitting 80 cents.
Well, that I don't know. Even the article that we based the title on, he doesn't give a reason or like a measured move or anything. It's just kind of, you know what I mean?
That's what you're.
But I see what he's looking at. I just don't know where the measured move is pulled from. But obviously, I am not a crypto analyst. I am an amateur. All right, so let's.
That's what I would say too.
So let's start right here. And we are even on the 24-hour, and that's because it pumped last night. So, but we are back up over 2.4 trillion at 2.431 trillion. And we have up 0%, obviously. 24-hour volume, 69 billion. Look at that. Bitcoin dominant shot up to 51%. What's going on, Johnny Tran?
Yeah, big love to you. Look, we were just talking about you, Johnny Tran. We're trying to figure out if we're getting you and Ultimate on and when we're getting you guys on. We need you fellas on because we always have a blast and it'd be such a good time.
So Bitcoin dominance shot up. We all know that Bitcoin decided to take off last night after the, or like right before the close, I think. It shot up to 51%, ETH down to 17%, and 3 Gwei will get you a transaction. Coming over here, we are sitting at 62,828 for Bitcoin. Ethereum coming in at 34.39. We got BNB at 575. Solana at 146. XRP still at 47 cents. Toncoin at 775. Dogecoin at 12 cents. And would you look at this? We're above 40, bro. We are above 40 cents. You know what that means? It means them bosses are getting more expensive. I'm just saying.
So he says, Johnny Tran says they're going to come on with a huge, major announcement that will shock everyone. And he says someone huge just joined the Riskwise Pro team, which is awesome. Ooh. And, you know, all I got to say, Johnny, is you coming on tomorrow or Wednesday?
Yeah, you definitely got an open invitation. You and Ultimate definitely have open invitations. We get you on here. And like I said earlier, we will shield ish out of that. I almost swore.
It's okay. We need to fill that swear jar. At the end of this season, we'll give away all of the dollars in the swear jar. It's going to be like 1 million.
Don't we have to actually keep track, though?
Well, maybe the winner will be the one that goes back through every stream and counts them all for us.
There we go. So let's look at the biggest winners of the day. We got Bonk up 12.8. Layer 0 just recently launched, right? Wasn't that an airdrop recently? At 10.2. Brett up 5%. Wow, you don't see that very often. Multiverse X or eGold or Elron or whatever the hell they're calling themselves nowadays, up 4.4%. Akash up 4%. Beam up 4.2%. BitGet up 3.7%. And look at that. We made it. Cardano up 3.1%. Let's look at the biggest losers. ASI. Wow, look at that.
It's on there? Oh, wait, hold on. How big is the loss? When did it come out?
No. Okay, so this is kind of weird.
ASA.
The ticker is FET, but they changed the name.
That's wild.
That's super weird.
I mean, that would make sense why they chose to trade that one for one. You know what I mean? So maybe they did.
Well, yeah, that's how they were going to do it. Yeah, FET is, but it doesn't go live until the 15th. Do you think CoinGecko just like front ran?
Maybe.
And the ticker is supposed to be ASI.
I mean, they'll probably change that. You remember when they changed from what was it? It was Polygon to Matic, right? Polygon to Matic. It was like that. You know what I mean? There was a period of time when it was wrong. You know?
Right.
So it's probably the same deal.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems a little fishy because it's supposed to be a whole new coin. We're not just supposed to change the, you know what I mean? It's a whole new coin. So
you're saying because and the price history is unique. Yeah.
Right. It's a whole
price history.
So that's kind of weird. But either way,
maybe they looked at the chart. It was way more bullish.
Well, you know what? This says Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. So maybe FET is changing their name to that because ASI is the coin, Artificial Superintelligence. I don't think there's an alliance on the end of it.
So it's going to be
maybe
ASA.
This I would think would be ASA, but that could already be taken. But either way, kind of weird. But it's dumping, down 9.5%. Celestia down 6.8. StarkNet down 5.5. Athena down 5.3. Caspa with a huge, not a huge retracement, but coming back down to earth a little bit at 5.2%. Notcoin down 4.3. Injective down 4.2. Still waiting for that freaking staking to be unlocked. I think I got till the 3rd, but I'm not selling it now. I mean, it's only at $22 freaking now. Now I just got to hold it. So there you go. There's your market in a nutshell. And I think we're shaping up to what we've been talking about. We're going to go, June was our down and sideways. We're going to start to curve a little bit coming into mid-July, maybe get that freaking, that ETH ETF, and things starts pumping. We get the FOMC meeting at the end of July, and boom, by Rare Evo, we're all millionaires. Does that sound good to you?
That sounds great to me, actually. I was wanting to retire by Rare Evo. I was actually just thinking where... so I'm flying back to the United States on July 8th-ish.
Okay.
And then somebody was like, oh, you're going to do the Sneckathon for 31 days until August? And then I was like, sheesh. August is right after the Sneckathon. So if I leave on the 8th, right, I'm only in the U.S. for 4 weeks before, give or take, before
Rare Evo, 15th through the 17th.
Yeah.
So I think, you're flying in on the 14th, right?
Yeah.
Flying on the 14th. So, yeah. A month.
No, it's just crazy. I'm going to have to figure something out. I'll tell you what. It's coming way quicker than I thought. Marginal Enthusiast. Big
What's
shout
going
out
on, Marginal?
I sent this man a ADA handle. I say this all the time, and I love saying this because it's so funny to me. Like, we're in crypto, but I'll always be like, look, anybody out there, if you do not have an ADA handle, you're basically like the crypto Amish, okay? You're basically the crypto Amish. So much love to everybody. Big shout out to Marginal Enthusiasts. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you so much.
Unlike the rest of us mentally impaired people who just give our handle to everybody, they don't want people to just be able to snoop their wallet that easy.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's one of those things. That's fair.
One of those things.
That's fair. So,
right. Other than that, you got...
I'm not going to say what it is, but everybody is going to be super excited when we finally get Johnny Tran on here. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you what I've seen with my eyes and what I believe my brain is thinking about what I've seen, but what I can tell you is you're going to want to tune in for that one. Riskwise Pro is maybe one of my favorite things that I think is just like, you should be excited about it. You should be checking it out. You know what I mean? You know that they were like getting like DDoS attacked, hacked a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I seen because I think I reposted it from Empire account.
But you know what they said?
I reposted public announcement from Riskwise Pro, and somebody was like, I mean, obviously I couldn't tell their tone, but this is how I imagine them saying, well, what good would it be to DDoS them? And I was like, what do you mean? What good would it be? Obviously, it's some hater out there trying to take them down.
Yeah,
and that's what something denial of service, distributed denial of service is what DDoS stands for.
They basically are literally overloading your
why
server.
Somebody's doing it.
They're overloading your server basically
Yeah.
to make it so the information either can't function or that it slows down. We recently experienced something like this on Cardano, where somebody was trying to DDoS the Cardano network, right?
Right.
And they ended up paying a whole lot of money for it. But what I have to say about that is everybody needs to know, okay? I love Johnny Tran. I love Ultimate. I love Riskwise Pro. And the thing is, if you're going to take shots at the king, you better not miss. And that's what they say, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to hear what they got to say about it, you know?
That's right. So, but all right. You want to get into some news, or you want me to show the ADA chart real quick?
Yeah, let's do the ADA chart. Let's find out when I'm going to
the ADA chart real quick, and then we'll go from the ADA chart right into that article that said Cardano to 80 cents. So let me,
guys. So you all either have to mint us out, or Cardano has to get to 80 cents or $1 soon, and then we'll roll everything out and it's done. We might even close mint. If Cardano hits $1 in the next like 5 to 6 weeks, we might just close mint. Everybody that minted, that's what you get, and that's what it is. You know what I mean?
It's quite possible. So in the article we're about to bring up, the analysts are talking about how Cardano. So this is the daily. Here, let's get rid of Market Cipher. Let's make this a little bigger for y'all. Okay. So basically in the article, what he's talking about is that we are in this giant falling wedge right here. And it stems from December of 2023. Okay. So, and he's saying that we're starting to break out. So when I put the numbers in the chart and started looking at it, when you're drawing your wedge, you want as many contact points as possible. So this is like a fake breakout right here. Comes across, we got touch. We got a lot of volume right here. We got touch, 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 right through the bottom down here. I mean, we could probably bring this down a little bit, you know what I mean? And still have some of them touches. And then your downtrend right here, boom, touch, touch. Look at all these touches. Boom, 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 boom. And we are starting to break out. We just flipped. How I was telling everybody that we had to get back above 40. I was complaining that we're not above 40. Boom. We hit this. We flipped the SR right here. So we are now above this resistance level right here, which is all this price action back here, this price action right here. And then further back, see all these touches. Boom, 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 boom. So we flipped that. But the thing I'm most excited about is right here. So you can see we're coming down, we're stair stepping down, boom. We come down, we hit that little bottom and then shoot straight down. And now we're starting to round back up, and we bounced right off the 786. You know what I mean? So this is long time. This is if you're going long-term accumulation, this is where you want to get in right now. We've now broken the 21. It's kind of hard to see because I got these drawings in here. Let me see here. Let's get rid of those drawings. Okay. So now you can see that we have popped above the 21 on the daily. So if we can hold this, maybe come back down and retest, I think our next major level, we have a high volume node up here at like 45 cents, 44.97. But if we can work our way up this hill, break this high volume node, and then look at that big gap. So this is basically what they're talking about. I'm excited. I like to see it.
Is the top of the gap 80 cents?
No, the top of the right here. So this is the top of the local. Here, let me turn the drawings back on.
Like
right here,
the higher.
So right here, the top of the fib or our local high.
Oh, okay.
Back in March, that is going to be right there. That's going to be 80 cents. So 80. you know, 80.099. And you can see I got all these other resistance levels lined up here. So we do have to make sure we flip these. You know, I mean, here's a resistance level. We got these tops right here, these wick. We come down, we bounce off it right. Oh, here we go. Right here, we got a lot of price action right here. So, but it's looking good. We're starting to round. If we bring market cipher back up, zoom in on this a little bit, you can tell that on the daily, we got the green dot. We got the big green dot. Momentum's coming back up. Money flow is continuing up right there. You know what I mean? So if we get the money flow and it's coming like this, whoops, starting to curve back up. Your momentum is starting to curve up. VWAP's a little high, but VWAP can come back down a little bit while your momentum is still going up. You know what I mean? So as you can see, this VWAP's coming down right here. So we may come up, hit a little thing right here, come back down. And then, so this would be like your momentum. We top out, we have a little come back down real quick. We hit a trigger wave with a nice dot and then off to the races. So if I bring this down, damn it.
Johnny says, can't wait to chart with you, Desert.
I'm not really good at explaining it to a lot of people, bro, but I just know what I see. You know what I mean? And I see us. Oh man, don't mess up the fib. I see us heading back to the upside. Let's turn on the DBSI. Let's take these away so we can see a little more. So DBSI is a market cipher tool. It's called it stands for Dual Band Strength Index. Okay. And the way it works is the bigger the number, the harder the push in the opposite direction. So right now we have 18 on the bottom and -5 on top. So we have a lot of strength in the market pushing us to the upside. If this were reversed, we had say a -5 on the bottom and an 18 on top, we would have a lot of strength pushing us down. And while these numbers may not do good, like if you're scalping on the 1 minute or the 5 minute, the DBSI, you're not really going to see a huge move. But when it comes to these higher time frames, it's been my experience that when you're going with the DBSI, it's got a lot of strength behind it. What is this? Comment.
No. You answered it. And then I'm cursing at you in Discord, but it's a joke. It was a joke.
You're cursing at me in Discord.
Clean is
December to January 2025 when real pump happens, unless fundamental news comes out sooner. Yeah, I definitely see that. I think top of the market, I think it's going to be kind of like last cycle. I mean, it could change. You know what I mean? If we got the ETF rolling, we got the Bitcoin ETF rolling, because no matter what this chart says on Cardano, if Papa Bitcoin wants to take a ish on everybody, the entire market's going to take one with it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think we're going to it'll be that nice slow Q4. We'll get a nice good pump.
What time frames are you looking at?
I'm looking at the daily.
Okay, at the daily. So yeah, over a long period of time then.
Yeah. Did you say you're driving? It's hard to see.
Yeah. He must have one of them cyber trucks, so he doesn't have to actually drive. Drives for him.
Right. So
hands-free.
I wouldn't chart the daily on a measured move, but we can go down here to a little. Let's go down to like the hour. Let's see. So if we're looking at the hour here, we're getting a nice little flag, but we are getting, what's in here? What is in there? Delete that. Okay. We are getting a bearish divergence on the hour. So, I mean, it could have already played out. We have dropped down, but volume is real low. Money flow is still in the green though. Can't really see if that's a rounding. We could be flagging out right here. So if we take that whole, come on.
Dude, do you watch Piano Matty B?
I do not.
Dude, I used to love his morning clips, and maybe he still does it, and I should. I just haven't lately. But then he has like his little jingles, the little like TA breakdown that's like 5 minutes or whatever in the morning of what the day's gonna look like. Oh, I love it. I love it. You've watched it, right? You know what I'm talking about.
No, I used to watch him.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't have time to at work. You know what I mean?
I used to watch.
I'll watch a little bit of Lifer. I'll watch a little bit of Ben, but usually I'm just doing stuff and I can't really concentrate. And I don't like watching like when they're doing TA and stuff unless it's live, personally. And then even when it doesn't matter anyways, because when I get home, I don't have time. It's get ready for the stream, do the stream, and then after the stream, do more stuff. You know what I mean? Some of us have IRL jobs, bro.
Yeah, I know. I need to get one. It's crazy. Are you into Elliott wave theory? Asked Johnny Tran.
No, I've never really looked into it. You mean like the ABCD? Never really looked into it. I like the 21. I like playing or doing trades off the 21 and the 200, and then market cipher is obviously just like the ultimate freaking cheat code to me. So I'll do like momentum trades off of market cipher or the 21. Like I'll come down, if I'm doing scalps, I'll come down here to 7 minute. And you can see like every time we break the 200, boom, break. It's a long, comes down, we break down. That's a short. We ride it. You know what I mean? We break it. It's a nice long. We stay above it. So it's really about it. Oh, I didn't even have the freaking screen up. I thought I had the screen up when I was showing all this.
I thought you were just explaining something that made, whatever. I was like, okay.
All right. So that's that. Cardano to 80 cents. Johnny Tran said new all-time high in January. So we'll see. I don't know. Okay, he didn't say that, but still. So are you paying attention to the stream or are you?
I am. I just saw Charles just asked Nemo if he could interview Nemo at Rare Evo.
Really?
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, that's why I was like, ooh. I was like, Nemo's not that guy in front like that.
Right.
But it was a funny question. I thought it was interesting. I mean, I think it would be awesome. I'm sure it would be sick. I don't think Nemo's going though.
Viva?
No,
Viva's not going?
Viva.
Oh,
Viva.
Nemo.
Yeah.
Nemo's not even doxed, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. But I mean, it's also like more
perfect. There we go. Perfect. Riskwise Pro course will walk you through it.
Oh, geez. You walked right into that one, Desert.
I did, bro. I walked face first into it, right?
I like Elliott wave theory. I think it's a cool concept, right?
That's awesome. Especially once they go live with their educational videos and everything like that. Hopefully I my internet doesn't go out for some reason. I switched to it switched to Wi-Fi for some reason. I'm probably on freaking VPN. But let's get into the story. Let's see why the analyst say, the so-called Twitter analyst says we are going to 80 cents. All right. Analyst declares, well, let's go back to the top. Analyst says Cardano has bottomed and will rally to 80 cents, but it must hold this level. Okay, well, it's definitely got to hold 40 cents or it's going back down. Crypto analyst has uncovered a new technical pattern in the Cardano price movement, signaling a potential for a substantial rebound. Echoing this optimism, another analyst has confirmed that Cardano may have hit its bottom and would be on the verge of rebounding to 0.8. So I don't think it's a new technical pattern. Falling wedge is not a new pattern. In an X post on the 29th, Captain Fabic, a crypto analyst, shared insights on Cardano's price action and future outlook. According to the analyst, Cardano's native token ADA is forming a falling wedge pattern on the daily time frame. So this is his pattern right here that I had that I put up on the chart. Falling wedge pattern, signals the end of a consolidation. Why can't I say that?
Consolidation.
Man, why can't I say that word? Holy crap.
Oh my gosh.
Consolidation phase and the beginning of a potential reversal. Or
we're going to have to add a third pattern just to read our articles.
Right? So basically he's talking about, like a falling wedge is usually breaks to the upside. A rising wedge usually breaks to the downside. That is basically what they're saying here. Sharing a price chart on the Cardano from September 23 to August 24, Fabic predicted the Cardano would be breaking out of its price correction soon. The analyst has foreseen a 72.84% surge from the cryptocurrency's current price. As a result, Fabic has urged Cardano investors to keep an eye on this crucial area. Okay, well, from here to 80 cents is not a 72.84% pump. It is a 100% pump. So I don't know what they're talking about. Well, sharing a similar sentiment.
They just pick a tweet that they saw on their timeline and then
right.
An expert. So
sharing a similar sentiment, another crypto analyst identified as Zake Charts on X has also unveiled a unique falling wedge pattern on Cardano's chart. In this case, he foresees a substantial breakout between 40 and 50%. See, now that seems more plausible. If Cardano breaks below the falling wedge pattern, it could surge to nearly 80 cents. Crypto analysts identified. But what is this? Okay. So in his price chart, Cryptophorus highlighted Cardano's latest price actions, marking the critical support level of 42.51 with the yellow box. The analysts warned that if Cardano fails to hold this level, it could experience another sharp decline, potentially pushing its current price to new lows at 24 cents. So, I mean, it's basically all it is. There's some hopium. Cardano's going to 80 cents. They're looking at the RSI. It looks like this is a line chart of the thing. But that's really about it. That's the title. That's the TA. So it makes me wonder if I look at my chart over here, where that 42 cents is. Okay. So basically, I'm looking at the chart and that 42 cents is right in the bottom of a volume area low. So you can see right here, if we're looking at the VPVR, VRVP, whatever you want to call it, he's saying right here, and you can tell that this is a nice volume area low. So if it can't break and start going up this hill, like I was saying earlier, it's just going to roll back down. But we still have these high volumes here at 38 cents. So I don't know. Either way. So what else you got? I know you had a...
I'm putting a poll here real quick. This is totally relevant to my life right now.
To your life?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the expert says latest SCOTUS opinions will limit SEC power over crypto?
Sure, but first I want to talk about what I said I wanted to talk about now that I'm done with that poll. I put it up. All right, so the poll is how many PB&J sandwiches is too many? 1 to 2, is that okay to eat in a day? 3 or more, is that too many? Right? I don't know. I like PB&J sandwiches. They're easy to make.
I would say that would really depend on your age, I guess.
Well,
I like peanut butter and jelly.
Just under 30. So
I'm not having 3 or 4 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, though.
Well, like for me, it's almost like dessert. You know what I'm saying? It's like dessert, and I don't feel bad about it because it's just like fruits and peanut butter. But then, you know, I did pick Wonder Bread, so it's not wheat, so, you know, whatever.
Well,
anyway.
I mean, really, if you're having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it's got to be on white Wonder Bread, bro.
Yeah, it's good.
That's the whole thing.
I was also explaining to my wife that, like, it will never mold. It can't. So we had another bread that was like a local white bread, and it molded like in a couple of days because we had the air conditioning on. I was like, no, you can't do that. I was like, Wonder Bread. It's cheaper, and it's never going to mold, ever.
It's kind of like a Twinkie.
Yeah.
It lasts forever. You know what I mean?
Exactly. All right, so the first one that I think is
take
like...
this down.
What was it? Comment?
My screen.
Oh,
my screen was
okay,
up the
that
whole
I
time.
think is a little bit bigger than, you know, like what some people actually realize. And I'll tell you why. So Sony announces launch of new Bitcoin exchange. And so the reason that this says Sony announces launch of new Bitcoin exchange is that you guys yourself need to be smart. You have to be crypto people. You can't trust your sources, right? You have to like look further than that. So to give you context, this article comes from bitcointimes.com, okay? So mind the title, and then we're going to read this. Sony Group is set to introduce a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency exchange in Japan, right? So if this wasn't from Bitcoin Times, it would have said Sony announces launch of new cryptocurrency exchange. But because it's Bitcoin magazine, say Bitcoin exchange. Anyways, so the revamped exchange will be named Soul Blocks. In 2023, Sony acquired Amber Japan through its subsidiaries Quetta Web. Previously, Amber Japan was known as Decurrent until it was acquired by the Singapore based blah, 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 blah. But basically, the thing that's going here is this move demonstrates Sony's growing interest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency sector. By leveraging the established Amber Japan exchange, Sony aims to expand its services in the market. And this is, I think, like way bigger than what people understand, okay? Sony makes games and software and like phones and literally everything technologically that you could do. But games is one of the biggest things that we know about Sony. So when people talk about that gaming is going to be the thing to onboard the masses, and people talk about NFTs in relation to things like Fortnite, where you have your skins and like with the guns and your customizable character and all that, and that we should make those NFTs so you can transfer the value from one game to another, from one player to another. I get that. what I'm saying is that I see this move by Sony as a way for them to get ahead of that, right? They believe in crypto gaming. They believe in blockchain and crypto as being implemented with games. And if they were going to start incorporating that into the games that they're making, why wouldn't they have a legal regulated exchange so they can facilitate all your transactions in game, off game, across games, and make their cut? You know what I'm saying? So I think that this is a natural step. I think that this is actually a signal that they're getting ahead of all these other companies. I think it's possible we could see something like Microsoft or like Epic Games or one of these huge companies either being accumulated or merging with Sony for this specific reason, right? Or start working together in partnerships. So,
probably I could see a partnership. I don't see a takeover because that was Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard.
Didn't Microsoft bought Blizzard for some ridiculous amount, $68 billion or something like that.
Absolutely.
Some ridiculous amount. So when we were talking about that earlier, I knew I had heard about it. It was in 23 that Sony acquired it.
Yeah, but I think they're opening now. Like they're going to have
right. Like, that was like the announcement of the announcement. You know? But Samsung has a similar thing. So like my Samsung phone comes with its own wallet. Some of the new Samsung TVs have like an NFT marketplace on them.
Oh, that's crazy.
To be able to
wait, so your Samsung came with its own wallet? Like,
yeah, I have a Samsung wallet on here. Yeah.
Oh, Samsung wallet, like to buy things. Okay, gotcha.
No.
You're saying crypto,
like a Samsung crypto wallet.
Oh, that's wild.
Samsung has a hot wallet.
Oh, that's so wild. Like I have a Samsung wallet, but I didn't know.
No, not the Samsung Pass wallet, not that.
Okay.
So like the new Samsung phones have a crypto wallet in them, and the TVs look.
I can't show you, but so if I go to my Samsung wallet and I like go down, it actually has digital assets as a category. Dude, that's freaking nuts. You just onboarded
it's more than that. It's the TVs also, bro.
Yeah, that's
you
wild.
Can connect your TV to a wallet to show your NFTs and stuff on your TV, on your Samsung TV. I don't know which models it is. I haven't looked. I'm never going to connect my TV to my freaking wallet. That's a guarantee. You know what I mean? That's not happening. I have a relatively newer Samsung TV. I didn't look to see if it has it on it, but certain models do have it on it.
If you had some indie movies that were in NFT form, you could send them to your television.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Definitely.
That's so wild to think about right now. You just blew my mind. All right.
Here's another quick story. We won't go through it. I'll just read the headline because it's pretty self-explanatory. Well, I guess it's not self-explanatory. We'll just hit the highlights real quick. So experts say latest SCOTUS opinions will limit SEC power over crypto. So essentially, it was a 6-3 ruling. And what they ruled was that it cannot be just ruled by a judge that if the SEC is going to take up a case against the crypto industry, that it has to be tried and over a jury of their peers. Okay. So let's see here. Last significant security exchange handles enforcement actions against companies, including crypto firms. So in a 6-3 decision released on June 27th, SEC first JARCC, the court's majority opinion held that defendants in the SEC civil case concerning securities fraud are entitled to a jury trial rather than strictly adjudication by an administrative law judge. The court's conservative members said it considered common law fraud principles when interpreting federal security law common law fraud, seemingly equating an SEC civil case involving securities fraud to a criminal case involving fraud. So, the way I read this is all this going on with Ripple and with Library and all these Wells notices, Coinbase, Kraken, everybody, they're suing or everything like that. If it goes to trial, it cannot just be a trial by judge. It can't be adjudicated by a judge. They are required to give them an actual, because it's a criminal. It's a criminal. It's not civil. It's criminal. I mean, you may not go to prison. It may just be for a fine or a plea agreement or something like that, but it's still a criminal charge of fraud. You know what I mean? Securities law. You're violating securities law. That they will have to give them a trial by jury. So I think that's big.
Of their peers.
Of their peers.
So it has to be people in a with a related knowledge base, right?
So when Uncle Brian or Brian Armstrong goes on to trial,
yeah, CZ's gonna be out there.
Yeah, CZ, Jesse Powell, all
the homies. They're gonna run
all the homies because those are his only peers, right? I mean,
yeah,
you can't call somebody else his peer.
Yeah, you know. 100%.
So there's some quotes down here. So Sheila Warren told Cointelegraph, "Make no mistake, the Supreme Court decision imposes clear limits on the regulatory overreach that has hampered innovation in crypto in the United States." So, and then we got some other. So I believe this is it has to do with the Chevron doctrine. With these rulings, the Supreme Court has not only succeeded in upending half a century of important legal precedent known as the Chevron doctrine, but has also made it much easier for big, wealthy corporations to benefit at the expense of ordinary people and escape civil penalties. And of course, you know her, you love her. She was FBF's BFF until the very end when she turned on him, Maxine Waters.
Oh, jeez. That was what you were saying. I was imagining so many more graphic things that you could have said right before that and it be accurate. I thought it was good.
Right?
Caroline.
Yeah. No polyamorous relationship in there. Not that I know of. You never know, though. You never know.
You never know.
So that's it. Another quick one. As the SEC goes through this, as Coinbase is under a Wells notice, as Coinbase is suing the SEC,
and actively fighting with them,
and as the federal government is using Coinbase to liquidate their Bitcoin, the U.S. Marshal says, "Hey, we want to partner with Coinbase to manage our large cap crypto assets." So we have another government agency, getting in bed with Coinbase while one of their other agencies is trying to get them on criminal charges or securities law or broker laws or whatever the hell they're trying to do to them.
It's a complete mess. They don't even know what they're trying to do. They really just want them to pay money.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And they just want to spend our tax money because they're going to lose all these cases. Like you just saw, what was the next case that it was there? The SEC was suing somebody for something.
I don't know. They're always suing
somebody. Like it was actually Coinbase, actually. I retweeted it today.
Coinbase, Kraken. I did just see that that Van Eck came out with a statement saying that they 100% expect a Solana ETF as long as Trump gets elected president.
Today we charge Silvergate Capital Corp.
Oh, yeah.
Former CEO Alan Lane and former CRO Kathleen Fraher with misleading investors about the strength of the BSA AML compliance program and the monitoring of crypto customers, including FTX. So they're roundabout trying to
Brokerage and Securities Act and the the anti-money laundering laws is what they're
they
trying to
say
get them with.
Silvergate allegedly failed to detect nearly $9 billion in suspicious transfers among FTX and its related entities. Silvergate's stock eventually cratered, wiping out billions in market value for investors.
What they don't say is that it cratered
because
the SEC didn't they put a halt on trading and dissolved it or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So of course it cratered when
I
the
actually
SEC.
don't even think it was the SEC. I think it was like the federal government stepped in and then like shut them down, and then they also sold them to like Chase Bank for like 80% discount on what the actual market value was before they stopped. Trading funds.
Them and Signature Bank was in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All because they were like one of the number one crypto banks, and it seemed like they were just going after crypto banks.
And it's wild. Okay, look, let's play the hypothetical play pretend game. So everybody knows this is all fake. This is nothing to do with anything in real life. But say that I am the president, CEO of JP Morgan Chase. I have multiple times had my shipping containers found with humans and cocaine, right? I'm at my house smelling a bunch of white powder off my counter with all these other judicial people, right? In Congress, people in established parts of government. And I'm like, hey guys, we've been having a good time. All those naked people I brought in on the boat that didn't get caught hanging around here in my house with all of us here together. I would love to acquire 5 different American banks at an 80% discount. What do you guys say? You know? Right. And then miraculously, all this happens. I'm not saying that anything untoward's occurred because I don't know. All I'm saying is, you know, you can't launder money successfully without a bank. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Was it $96 million in fines, or maybe $960 million in fines?
Yeah,
between like Chase, Citi, Bank of America. You know,
I think it actually. Yeah, I think it's millions. But I mean, when you're making billions and billions and billions and billions, like it's far fetched. Look, if I steal $100 million from the common people, or suck it out of the market. If you want to charge me a couple $100,000, dude, I'll give it to you. I'll also buy your kid a car. I'll pay for their college. You know?
Right?
That's how these people function. But what do I know? You know, I'm just a simple man. Doesn't know a whole lot. Overinvested in a liquid JPEG, so.
You and me both. Well, I think that wraps up the show tonight.
I saw you got a little.
Hope you guys liked it.
How crazy. Huh? I saw you got a little nervous. You're like, how far off the rails is John about to go with this metaphor? Yeah.
I'm usually wondering that, especially when you see me lurking in spaces and I hear you talking. I'm like, oh, what's he going to say next? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do I have to raise my hand?
Yeah. Sometimes it's not bad, though. You know what I mean?
No. It's usually not too bad.
Yeah. But this has been a fantastic
show. He doesn't go on his anti-government rant.
Oh, yeah. You know. But everybody's been, some opinions are, you have to be a certain threshold of rich to have certain opinions publicly out loud to tell you.
That is true.
But thank you guys so much for joining us. We've had a blast, a great time. We've enjoyed the company of you all. And we're going to have a show tomorrow, of course, and every day this week. Always at 5:30 Pacific time. I think the only day that we're likely not going to be around is going to be July 4th. And that is because it is my father's 81st birthday.
Yes, that's why we're not going to be streaming July 4th, because it's John's father's 81st birthday. Not because it's July 4th.
Yep. And I love my dad, and I say this all the time. So this is what I'm going to leave you with before I'm going to cut it directly to our end roll here. But my dad is 81 years old. He's my favorite dad, the best dad I've ever had in my life. And in case you're wondering, yes, he can still get it up.
Yeah.